Well, why do you say that we are castrating you? You say that you want to be the leaders. Okay, well, what about the black professional woman? Are you saying that there should be no black professional woman? Are you trying to deny black women the right to be creative, the right to function?
We interrupt this program to prescribe you with 1,000 milligrams of red vitamins.
Right here, right now, it's the right time, it's the right sound, right now, right now. Tell the whole pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down. Tell the nigga pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down.
What's good, shout around? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne. Alright guys, so as you can see, we have a very disturbing video of a sister who is putting a pistol in her mouth and acting as if, I believe, she is trying to act as if this weapon, this firearm, is a phallic symbol of some sort. And my issue with this is, for one, this is extremely dangerous. I don't care if they put, they pulled the magazine out. I don't care if they, pulled everything out of the chamber. It doesn't matter. This is not a good precedent to set, especially being from the community, being as a black woman. You are using a firearm to present it as if it's some type of phallic symbol, because we know that in the community, the Thug Max Alpha Simp gets his masculinity from firearms. That's why in the music videos you see these guys pointing the guns at the camera, and they're playing with it as if it's a toy, because they believe that that is the source of their masculinity. Okay, a lot of times you'll even see under my comments, oh, he be talking all this stuff and think these muscles gonna save him. Oh, he think working out gonna save him. We just gonna pull the strap out on him. When they don't agree with what you're talking about, or when they disagree with you. So you can see a black woman reinforcing this mindset, and then they also want to talk about violence against black women. Well, what type of image is this perpetuating, toward violence against black women? How is this helping solve the problem? And it's not. But we have a lot of women online who love to virtue signal and act like they are standing for this cause and that cause, but behind closed doors, they are sucking on firearms as if it's a penis.
My name is Seven. I'm 24 and I'm from DC. My body count is 92. My sister. If you could guess a number, what number would you say?
Am I being recorded?
You all being recorded. But you can tell the truth. You can tell the truth.
Maybe in the 40s or the 50s.
My name is Seven.
Wow.
I'm 20.
So her name's Seven. She's 24 and she has a body count of 92. Even the woman that she called was saying that, it's probably in the 50s. Guys, how many times have I told y'all, there is no bad bitch. She doesn't even have to be bad. She could be mid, right? She could be mid. She could be a 5, or any 5 or 6 above. None of them are going 6 months without the D. That's why the body count formula is so important. So is the body count formula accurate in this case? Well, let's just see. So she's 24 years old. We subtract that by 18, giving her the benefit of the doubt that she started having intercourse at 18, which we all know that these modern women, especially black women, we know start to have intercourse way earlier. Okay, this is just a proven fact. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reporting what the CDC is also saying. So we have 6 years from when she started having intercourse and her age now, and then you multiply that by 7, And I usually say 3 to 7 depending on her level of promiscuity. But obviously this is a woman of high promiscuity. You can see it in her, just her appearance, the way she presents herself, the super short booty shorts, the fake hair, fake lashes, fake nails, all that kind of stuff. It just gives that vibe off. Okay, so you can already deem, and looking at her social media, you can deem that she is a high promiscuity woman. So that is 42 bodies alone. Now, we're giving her the benefit of the doubt that she started at 18, and then we're also giving her the benefit of the doubt that she's not having intercourse with more than 7 men a year. So, I mean, her friend was more in the range of where we were, and as a conservative guess, that's where I would have been. But imagine that. The body count is even higher than I would have guessed using the body count formula. So this is what you guys have to understand. This is what you need to take away from this video. These women are lying to you about their body counts. They actually have higher body counts than reported. And they're using revisionist history in order to make you think that the body count does not matter. But I am here to tell you that it absolutely does matter. And you can just see by her demeanor, she has no shame that her body count is almost into the triple digits. And probably by this time of me uploading this video, it will have already gotten there. So a lot of you brothers, okay, you hoteps, are going to claim that these are the types of women that black men should be cuffing. These are the type of women that black men should be marrying. These are the types of women that black men should be courting and being chivalrous to. And I'm here to tell you that, hey, Malcolm's mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operation likable men. We don't have to settle for this, okay? We don't have to deal with these modern women who have the digital footprint of an adult film actress, okay? I've been saying this for years now. Modern women have the digital footprint of an adult film actress, and she's showing you right now, along with not only this video, but along with probably her Instagram and her Twitter accounts, and maybe if she has an OnlyFans account, all of these things contribute to her having the digital footprint of an adult film actress. So when you're going into modern dating in these relationships, I'm telling you right now, you have to do a high level, a high degree of vetting, because if you don't, you're going to end up marrying one of these women because Dr. Umar and Killer Mike told you to, you black, your mama black, so you have to marry a black woman. And I'm here to tell you that there are more options, i.e. SYSBM, i.e. going overseas, i.e. becoming a passport bro, i.e. IR dating. If you see that you are coming across way too many women who have the same mindset, which, let's keep it a buck, we got a lot of women out here who look good. I'm not talking about you overweight, obese, the 80% who are overweight and obese. We're not talking about you. We're talking about the 20% who are technically salvageable physically. At least they have a frame to work with. But the mindset obviously is flawed in this one. And this is the product of a flawed community. And this is what Killer Mike and Dr. Umar want you to marry and have children with. Scary times. All right, guys. So I am going to play a video from, I believe it's the 1970s. And it's pretty much a round table, or sitting on the floor, as you guys can see, a round floor, or hardwood floor. And they are discussing black relationships, and it's 3-on-1. As you can see, there's 3 black women, 1 black man, and they are discussing black relationships and having an in-depth discussion about it. So this one I'm not going to play straight through. We're going to play segments of it, and then I'm going to interject. So let's go.
I think that what's happening in America as far as black men, black women is concerned is that there's a revolution within a revolution. We are fighting our own woman. Our woman will not allow us to emerge as black men. No. But our black women, who has been put in this role of aiding white America, white structure, and castrating the black male, has continued doing this. She cannot live with us. It's not that we can't live with her.
Are you blaming us? Are you saying that it's our fault that this happened?
No, I'm not blaming black America women. I just said that I'm blaming the system.
All right, guys. So you heard what he said. Black American women at that time, which we are also seeing a repeat of history or a continuation of history, black American women were not allowing black men to lead. Now, what does that mean? Because they're going to tell you, well, you're not strong enough, black man. But let's keep it a buck. The men back then were a lot stronger than our men today, right? When it comes to mindset and longevity in life and whatnot. So they had higher testosterone levels, all that kind of stuff. So are you saying that this man isn't strong enough to handle a strong, independent black woman? No, you wouldn't say that. That'd be outrageous. That'd be preposterous, right? But they're going to tell you that, modern Western black man. She's going to tell you that, oh, well, you're not strong enough to handle a strong black woman and independent, all this kind of stuff. And the reality is that's not the case. You have a lot of black men who were feeling this way, and this is in the 1970s, 1960s, right? So we're talking about 60 years ago, and we still have this same type of sentiment. So what does that mean? The black American woman is not allowing the black man to lead. Well, it means that since she got that fancy job, since she's getting welfare, she doesn't need the man anymore. And when the going gets rough and the going gets tough, she is willing to walk away from that man. Now, you know, we could talk about infidelity. We can talk about abuse. We can talk about all these things. But those are just deflections from the reality that these men are feeling the same type of way that we're feeling now, in a much safer, much quote unquote equal time when it comes to opportunities.
They are victims of the system like the black male.
Well, why do you say that we are castrating you? You say that you want to be the leaders. Okay, well, what about the black professional woman? Are you saying that there should be no black professional woman? Are you trying to deny black women the right to be creative, the right to function?
We're not asking for you to take a back seat. We're saying that you have got to be astute enough and can view the situation well enough where you just automatically know what your role is and step back. And whenever you want to have that aggressive thing, this is the thing that the young black man today is not going to tolerate.
Woo! So you heard what he said. When you start feeling those feelings of aggression, those feelings where you want to blow up at the brother, the young black men of today are not going to tolerate. And I mean, it sounds like he's literally living in 2024. This is what we're saying as well. This is what we have been saying as well. We've been screaming to the high heavens, but we hate ourselves. Our mama's black, this, that, and the third. We gay, all this stuff because we're pointing this out. But would you say this man is gay? Would you say this man hates himself? Would you say that this man, you know, is a sellout? No, of course not. These are the men who fought for our civil rights. These are the men who, you know, held the torch for us in the beginning. So we would never disrespect these Malcolms, mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men, because we know that they are the ones who allowed us to be here in the situation that we are in 2024 when it comes to our personal freedoms as a black American race. So now we get into this divide between the man and the woman. And the real issue is that we're hearing is attitude. It's just attitude, willingness to comply, right? Subordination, right? Respect. All these things are coming into play in a conversation that took place 40, 50, 60 years ago. It's the same thing that we're echoing today.
Old man tolerated because his old man tolerated. It came up for years and years and years. But today, the young black man is not going to take it. He's going to be out there as a leader.
White America has used black women to keep the black male in his place. And you're still aiding him by saying, well, we are qualified. We want to work. We can help. And well, we are qualified. We want to work. We can help.
Okay, how are you going to reprogram men so that they don't let us take over?
So you heard what she said. How are you going to reprogram men? It's always the men. We're the ones who have to change. We're the ones who have to reprogram. How about you just be more feminine? How about you just be more ladylike? How about you give us a smile? How about you be a little nicer? And I know they're going to say, well, it was the environment we grew up in, whatever. Look, man, it is what it is. You know, I'm not going to go to a restaurant and they serve me some raw chicken and I'm just going to, oh, well, it's the environment the chicken was growing up in and, you know, the chicken. No, I'm going to be like, I don't want this piece of chicken. Can you get me a fresh piece? Okay, that's cooked. right? It's that simple. So my point in saying that is we don't care about the story, okay? In the grand scheme of things. Now, it will be some simp daddies and you know, all that kind of stuff. They'll come in and they'll be like, oh, you were Melissa. Oh, you were this, you were that. Okay, well, all right, well, I'm going to do this, that, and the third. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you are trying to be the simp daddy and she tells you a sob story and then you fall in place and try and save the situation, I'm going to tell you right now, you as a man are going to be very hurt by that. And I'm not saying don't be empathetic and don't have that empathy for the situation. What I'm saying is if you go into that situation and she has these very mental issues, you're going to be hurt and you're going to come out of that situation maybe even more effed up than she is, because she's going to, and I don't like using these trigger terms, but she's going to trauma dump and trauma bond. For the women who are listening, she's going to dump that stuff on you. She really is. I've done it before, you know, and I'm not trying to be insensitive to it, but I know it does not work when you're trying to deal with these survivors, right? These women who claim victimhood in their lives, whether some effed up stuff happened to them or not, right? Some of them be lying. Some of them are presenting the story in a false narrative that was actually their fault. And I'm not saying, you know, any type of abuse was their fault, but I'm saying situations where they say, this happened to me or that happened to me, or this guy was an a-hole or that guy was any story, any sob story that they're going to present to you. I'm telling you, you're not getting the full side of the story. You're not getting the whole truth. It is what it is. And then once you get down into that relationship, you're going to figure out that you never got the full truth of why her ex was so toxic, or why this happened, or why that happened. And then you're going to have buyer's remorse.
Supposed to be their responsibility. And men that I have had dealings with, they are perfectly willing to sit back and let us do anything we want to.
I don't think that you have to reprogram men. I think you have to reprogram women.
No, you have to reprogram the man so that he will forcefully take what belongs to him, because you know women.
So you heard what she said. Reprogram the man so he'll forcefully take what belongs to him. Y'all don't belong to us. This is the problem. No woman, unless you're married, belongs to any man, unless it's your daughter or something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. No woman, barring familial ties, belongs to any man. And this is something that women will say. Now, this is not, I mean, I agree with that as well, barring familial ties, right? But I mean, this is what women are saying. We don't belong to y'all, da, 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 da. But you hear this woman in the 1960s, 1970s talking about some, oh, well, y'all need to forcefully take. Ma'am, that is a charge, and they can bring up a grape charge, a forcefully charge 20 years in the past. This is why you do not listen to female relationship or dating advice. Forcefully take it. Be a man, be strong, and slap the hell out of me. That's basically what she's saying. Take the pussy. No, men, do not listen to this advice. Consent forms, NDAs, SYSBM, passport bros, date IR. Those are the solutions. Period. Or you can get a very feminine, earthy type. But if she is listening to the modern hip hop filth, the modern female rapper hip hop delusions, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be OV. So she's telling you to take it. I'm telling you not to take it. For the record, I'm telling you to be respectful and respectfully decline. And if you do end up taking her up on her proposal, consent forms, NDAs, SYSBM, date IR, passport bros.
As long as we can get, we're gonna get, and it's part of our being. We're going to do anything to you that you let us, whether we want to or not.
You don't want to live on the level of income that I can afford you in love. Me, on the basis of that, you want to always be aspiring to have all those things that's a part of the great middle-class white American society.
So that is a good point too. We talk about who's more shallow, who's more this, who's more materialistic. I mean, is that really a question? Who's more narcissistic? Who's more narcissistic? The man who, you know, just goes to an event and looks around and enjoys his time, or the woman who's Oh, let me get a selfie. Bruh. Like, it's literally plain as day, but they're trying to flip it as if, oh, men are the narcissists. Actually, no, ma'am. I mean, I don't know any type of man who is taking thousands of pictures of himself over and over again. I really don't. And then we're talking about materialism. Yes, these women are very materialistic, and even back in those days, they wanted and aspired to be, at least lifestyle wise, because they're gonna say, oh well, no, we didn't. But then when you look at the weaves and the wigs and the blonde hair, we see what it. So we can say, okay, yeah, y'all really aspire to be white women, but at least lifestyle wise back then, they really aspired to be white women. And then now you see that they're aspiring to be white women with the weaves and the hairs and wearing other people's hair. So we have what they would call self-hate. I just think that they genuinely believe that that looks better. I wouldn't even call it self-hate. I would just say they think that that looks better. Like, they genuinely believe that BBLs look better. They genuinely believe that lashes look better. They genuinely believe that a face of K-cup looks better. So I'm not gonna fault them for that, but I'm telling you what they would try and flip on us. Self-hate. Oh, you want to date out because you self-hater. No. Maybe some men just think certain women look better, especially in this current day and age. And I know that's controversial to say, but it's really just the truth. The women who are staying in shape look better than the women who are not staying in shape. The women who are more natural look better than the women who are fake. I don't know how this is controversial, but it is in this day and age. And that's why we have a clip from 50, 60 years ago resonating in 2024.
And because I can't deliver these things to you, you say that you are not a man.
I don't measure a man by how much money he can bring home. I measure a man by how he treats me. Whether when I'm tired and I'm sick and I'm scared, he's there.
And that's the nice guy narrative. We all know that's a lie. But anyways, you already know what it is. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Same relationship questions, email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp so I know you're paying your tithes. Man, y'all need to be on your motherfucking with the BS. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.